Get ready to be stunned as Pope Francis unveils something absolutely shocking about the year 2023. This unexpected announcement has sent waves of curiosity and intrigue rippling through the global community. What could the leader of the Catholic Church possibly have unveiled that has left people on the edge of their seats? Is he going to reveal a time of rapture? Step into a world where faith, intrigue, and secrets collide, unraveling a web of mystery that challenges established beliefs. When examining Pope Francis's statements regarding hell, it is crucial to consider his words within the broader context of his teachings and the Catholic Church's understanding of the subject. Critics have accused Pope Francis of denying the existence of hell based on select statements he has made. However, a careful analysis reveals a more nuanced perspective. One statement that has garnered significant attention is an interview the Pope gave to Italian journalist Eugenio Scalfari in 2013. In this interview, Scalfari reported that Pope Francis had said that there is no hell and that condemned souls disappear. However, it is important to note that this interview was a paraphrased account, not a direct quote. The Vatican later clarified that Scalfari's report should not be considered a faithful transcription of the Pope's exact words. In other instances, Pope Francis has emphasized God's mercy and the possibility of redemption. He has spoken about the transformative power of divine grace and the belief that even the gravest sinners can find forgiveness and reconciliation with God. This emphasis on mercy and redemption has been a consistent theme in Pope Francis' papacy. Some critics argue that these statements imply a departure from traditional Catholic teachings on hell as a place of eternal punishment for the damned. However, the Catholic Church's understanding of hell is complex and encompasses various theological interpretations. While the Church affirms the reality of hell as a state of separation from God, it also recognizes the mystery of divine mercy and the potential for salvation. The Catechism of the Catholic Church teaches that hell is a state of definitive self-exclusion from communion with God in the blessed. It describes hell as the eternal separation from God and the consequence of a free and deliberate rejection of God's love and mercy. In this understanding, hell is not merely a physical location, but a spiritual condition that results from a person's rejection of God's grace and love. Pope Francis' emphasis on mercy and exemption should be viewed as a reminder of the Catholic belief in the transformative power of God's love. His teachings do not negate the reality of hell, but rather emphasize the hope for reconciliation and salvation even in the face of sin and brokenness. It is important to recognize that the Pope's role is not to redefine doctrine, but to interpret and apply the teachings of the Catholic Church in the present context. As the spiritual leader of the Catholic faithful, Pope Francis seeks to emphasize the pastoral dimension of God's mercy and love, providing guidance and encouragement to those who are struggling or feel distant from God. The controversy surrounding Pope Francis's statements about hell stems from a misunderstanding of his nuanced approach to the subject. While his emphasis on mercy and redemption may challenge conventional interpretations, it serves as a powerful reminder of the Catholic belief in the transformative power of God's love. Mercy and redemption, while challenging traditional interpretations for some, do not amount to a denial of the existence of hell. The Catholic Church's understanding of hell as a state of separation from God remains intact, while also acknowledging the potential for reconciliation and salvation through God's infinite mercy. By interpreting Pope Francis's teachings in light of the broader Catholic tradition, a more accurate understanding of his stance on the concept of hell can be gained. The concept of the rapture, popularized within certain Christian circles, adds another layer to the discussion surrounding alleged sinister activities within the Catholic Church. The rapture is a belief that true believers will be taken up to heaven, while non-believers are left behind to face a period of tribulation on earth. Some proponents of conspiracy theories have attempted to link this eschatological belief to the allegations of corruption and occult practices within the Catholic Church. It is important to note that the rapture is not a universally accepted doctrine among Christians. The belief originated in the 19th century through the teachings of John Nelson Darby and gained prominence within certain evangelical and fundamentalist circles. According to this belief, at a future unknown time, believers will be caught up to meet Christ in the air, escaping the tribulations and turmoil that will befall the world. In the context of the alleged sinister activities within the Catholic Church, some conspiracy theorists claim that these events are signs of an impending end-time scenario, including the rapture and the ensuing tribulation period. They argue that corrupt secret societies and occult practices within the Vatican are indicators of a hidden agenda to deceive believers and prepare the world for the ultimate battle between good and evil. The concept of the rapture is an eschatological belief held by certain Christian denominations, particularly those with a dispensationalist or premillennialist perspective. The term rapture refers to the belief that believers in Jesus Christ will be taken up or caught up into heaven in an instant, prior to a period of tribulation and the second coming of Christ. Supporters of the rapture believe that this event will result in the physical removal of believers from the earth, sparing them from the trials and tribulations of the end times. They view the rapture as a sign of God's grace and protection for His faithful followers. Claims of sinister activities within the Catholic Church, especially those linked to an alleged hidden agenda, are complex and controversial. While conspiracy theorists may connect these activities to the rapture and an impending end-time scenario, it is crucial to approach such claims with skepticism. The rapture, although embraced by certain Christian groups, remains a debated theological concept, and allegations of corruption within the Church should be scrutinized based on evidence rather than speculative interpretations. Within the highest levels of the Catholic Church have been the subject of speculation and conspiracy theories for many years. These allegations suggest the presence of Satanism, corruption, and occult practices within the Vatican. However, it is crucial to approach these claims with skepticism and examine the available evidence critically. One claim that has gained attention is the existence of a sculpture depicting Lucifer in an unused Catholic church. Some individuals argue that this sculpture points to the involvement of the Vatican in occult practices. It is important to note that artistic representations within churches can serve various symbolic purposes and may not necessarily reflect any malevolent intent. Artistic expression, even when controversial or provocative, should not be automatically linked to evidence of sinister activities within an institution. Attributing the actions of a few individuals to the entire Vatican hierarchy is a leap of logic that requires substantial evidence. While it is true that no institution is immune to instances of individual misconduct or corruption, it is unfair and misleading to paint the entire Catholic Church with a broad brush based on isolated incidents or claims. Some proponents of these allegations point to testimonies from individuals like Malachi Martin and Reverend Gabriel Amorth to support their claims. However, it is essential to scrutinize these testimonies and evaluate their credibility. Malachi Martin, a former Jesuit priest, made sensational claims about the infiltration of Satanism within the Church and have been met with skepticism from both within and outside the Catholic community. Reverend Gabriel Amorth, an exorcist who claimed to have performed thousands of exorcisms, also expressed beliefs about the existence of demonic possessions. While these experiences may be fascinating, they are personal in nature. However, it is crucial to differentiate between the actions of individuals and the institutional culpability of the entire hierarchy. The Catholic Church, like any complex organization, is made up of diverse individuals with varying beliefs and actions. It is unjust to generalize the actions of a few to the entire institution without concrete evidence. As the curtain falls on this exploration of Pope Francis, the concept of hell, and the allegations of sinister activities within the Catholic Church, one thing remains clear. The intersection of faith and controversy will always provoke fervent discussion, and alleged Vatican activities intriguing. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below.